Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Huh? Nope. Nope. Mamma mia!
This is Jason from Retro Gaming Asylum. Welcome to Game Masters.
Well, we're back. Episode number 35. I actually have it right this week, Brandy. I got it right on the lower third here. When do you stop watching those gaming YouTubers? This is going to be an interesting show.
Stop watching. Don't watch us. Turn it off
now. Don't watch us.
We'll save you guys the time. Just quit watching. Move on over. Do something else.
Just say no. That sounds like a Saturday morning TV show. Just say no. Oh, anyways, guys, we hope you're having a great day and you're all dug out and safe now from the storm and snowpocalypse, and I don't know what they call the ice, but the giant ice storm, once in a lifetime ice storm.
Yeah.
They're calling for 1 to 3 inches for us on Friday, and we're just like, that's like flurries. So that's how we are here. But before we get going, and I'll remind everybody at the end of the show here, I have a meeting next week at 7:00. So we're bumping the show to 9:00. It's still on Wednesday because we don't want to screw up. That what was it? That 1 week, Brandy, we really screwed up everybody with the time on a Thursday. And,
yeah, we took like a Thursday, and people were out there like throwing a fit. There were signs that said, "Take down the Game Masters." They ruined our Thursday night. We missed them on Wednesday. It was bad. There were like a whole bunch of people outside of my house. I don't know. Did you have people outside of your house protesting?
No, because it was too cold and it was snowing, so they stayed clear of me.
No, they were out there. There was an igloo that they made in the snow. I had a snowman in the front yard.
Dear Lord.
Snow angels going out there. It's a crazy time, I will say.
So it's been a little interesting here. My wife found out tonight. She started getting like this rash, like up on her shoulder kind of thing. So we have one of those telehealth things. I was like, well, here, call the telehealth doctor and just see if she can get you like some kind of cream for that. Well, here they found out she has shingles.
Oh, geez.
So she's going to get some medication tonight. Now, she already had the chicken pox, so she shouldn't get this as bad. They said within 7 days with taking this cream, she should be in good shape.
Well, that's good. So, that's
but
good.
Yeah, that's not something we kind of suspected. We thought because she always carries her purse. Like, I don't know. Do you ever do that
like
where you carry it?
up.
Yeah, and I kind of, that was my bad. I was like, maybe it was just rubbing or something like that, you know? But no, it turned out that it was shingles. They did the telehealth. So, yeah. But I wanted to, I was just telling Brandy before we got going here. You said, what's the name of the company that makes those guns?
I think it's Game. GAIME.
All right, so they're sending me a review unit. Brandy already has it.
I haven't opened it yet, so
she hasn't
we should both do this. We should both review it.
We should get on a call like this and do it and set it up on a TV and do like a combo video or something like that to do that. Maybe we'll do a collab. But anyways, they reached out and they were like, "Hey, we're sending this to you," and they, all this stuff. It's like, from what Brandy said, it's like a plug and play. You plug it into your TV, and so I'm interested in seeing that. So that, Brandy, that's a video based off of my short. That's a video I'm kind of willing to do because I don't think there's too many videos out there. There might be a handful. It's not like oversaturated. So
yeah, because I don't think everyone's out there buying them, and
no.
I bought it. I paid $200 and some or however much it was for them. I didn't reach out or anything like that, or
I didn't reach out either.
I didn't have it. No one was reaching out to me either. So I went and they're light guns. They were
on Kickstarter.
For modern day televisions, like your regular TV, it has Point Blank. It has Time Crisis. It has what else did it have? I had the picture pulled up.
Yeah, I was gonna pull it up here on the.
Is it Steel Gunner?
Steel Gunner is the other one. So here, this is
1 and 2
on Gaming Bible. So this is I guess this is what it looks like. Again, I'm not going to show like their review or anything like that because I'm not watching any reviews because I don't want it to taint. But it looks like there's just I don't know why my browser's being slow now all of a sudden. But there we go. Oh, because an ad's trying to pop up.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. So let's get off of that. But anyways, that's going to be coming out here. Or it's going to be coming. It was supposed to be here. I guess it was supposed to be here today or something like that. But you know how that goes all the time. So, yeah. Brooklyn Menace in the chat room. He says, I got them as well and had the opportunity to try them out before they were released. Oh, very cool. Yeah, because they were on Kickstarter, right? Don't tell me what your thoughts are, Brooklyn. Don't put them in there, okay? Because we don't want to taint mine or Brandy's review of it. We want to kind of keep it, but hopefully we can talk about it in a future episode for those that did have it. No, that's cool. So if those that do have it and they show up, Brandy, we can actually be like, yo, like this is what we think.
Yeah, because I'm curious, and I always like to debunk people if it if things are bad or if they are good, I kind of want to see myself because,
Yeah.
Sometimes things, they might not be the best, but they could also be more fun or depending on who plays it. They don't always have to be a purist. You're more tech focused, so you might notice some more things. I don't understand some of the stuff, so I might just have a good time. It might be nice to kind of go back and forth
What did you
on
What did
that.
you say you paid for it? Jason wanted to know. They're just sending it to
I
me, so
think
I
they
don't know
were
what
like
it
a
cost.
couple $100s. I'm pretty sure.
Like $200 or $300.
Like 200 and some change. I feel like I'm just gonna look
She's
it up.
gonna look it up real quick, so we can hopefully have that. I didn't get all my PR information yet to look at. Usually with the PR information, I'll tell you like it costs this much and it does this and it don't mention this. Pay more
Because
attention to
it has
this.
like a little. Okay, so it is a mini console, so it is not just like a strictly plug and play, but it's like it's supposed to be user friendly. Like anyone should just be able to plug it into the TV, like the console with the gun. And
So
they
can
have
you
different
get more
bundles.
gun games for it? Can you like buy more gun games for it?
Not yet, I don't think so.
Brooklyn Menace says it's all about the calibration and staying the proper distance from the screen. It's funny you say that, Brooklyn, because everybody didn't like the Big Buck Hunter from Arcade 1-Up. And again, it goes back to exactly what you just said, the calibration of those guns, because people love it and have fun with it. And also the proper distance away from the cabinet. I get it, it's a smaller cabinet, but we have tons of fun on that game. But it's all about keeping the distance. Same with the Terminator. If you calibrate it right, it runs perfect.
$199 for 2 guns, $149 for 1 gun.
Okay.
And then just the basic without. Okay, so there's a foot pedal. That's 2 guns, 1 foot pedal, and the little console plug and play thing for $199. The premium comes with 1 gun, 1 foot pedal, and the console. It's $149 and $100 without the foot pedal, just 1 gun.
Jay-Z says, I stop watching channels when the host starts becoming jerks or get too big of a head. I agree with you. I second that.
Yeah.
But mostly when the show is inconsistent and conflicts with other shows that I'm already committed to.
Okay.
That's fair enough. It makes sense. We bought it for my son-in-law for Christmas, Ted says, and we got the single gun and the foot pedal for $150 plus shipping and tax.
Okay.
So we'll have to see. It sounds like a lot of people are interested in this. So Brandy might be definitely something for us to do. So that's what's going on. I haven't bought any. I know we haven't really done. I believe it or not, I haven't played a video game in a little over 2 weeks. I really haven't. I've just been so extremely busy, not only with work. You guys have heard me talk about Archery League. We're actually in first place right now. So I've been really, so I've been really focused on that and doing that, but just really trying to, I want to say compartmentalize, but I don't want to just do a video like I said in my short, and I don't know if it came across right or not, but I'm just trying to do videos that, I don't want to do a video just to do a video. Like I want to do a video, Brandy, that I'm excited about doing, but it's also something that there's not 50,000 other videos about it, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree. You don't want to just like everyone else is talking about a water bottle. You don't want to just make a video talking about it. You want to talk about Gatorade. I don't know.
That's kind of like with us with this show, right? We don't talk about everything the same thing that everybody else talks about, and I think not that that's a bad thing. If it works for them, it works for them. But like this works for us. Like everybody comes in here. We've got 4 community members that sent in some opinions on this about watching a YouTuber. So let's kick off this conversation, Brandy, because we both have different subscription lists to people and content creators out there. Like obviously we support our buddies, and so we wouldn't necessarily unsubscribe from them, but like different content creators that you kind of look up to, that you watch. At what point do you have to say, okay, enough is enough? I have to hit that unsubscribe button. I can't support this person or this duo or this team or whatever it is any longer.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes it's when I see that people are fake,
and
I'm not gonna name.
What do you mean
Not
by
gonna name
fake?
names.
Let's elaborate. Yeah, you don't name names. Just elaborate on the fake. Like, give us an example.
Like when things just kind of seem like forced, and maybe they're not interested in what they're making content on, so they're kind of like faking something, like
Just doing videos just to do it type of thing.
like kind of like that, and it's just like maybe they seem like they care, but then like 2 seconds later they're like contradicting themselves in a video, and they had to have this and they love it and they're gonna collect this and they're gonna do that. 2 seconds later they're like, man, look how much money I'm gonna get for this. Like, just like the fakeness to it or something. Like, it's just, it doesn't seem genuine.
No, I would agree with that.
Mhm.
I could agree with that because that's exactly what I was saying. Like, I don't want to do a video just to do a video. Like, if you guys see me do a video, it's because I'm genuinely excited about whatever I'm going to do that video on. Because you guys know, this is how you can tell if a company wants me to do an unboxing, right? I start off the video saying, you guys know I hate unboxings, but I'm doing this unboxing because the company pretty much said they want an unboxing. So,
yeah.
But I don't go out of my way to do unboxings. Now, the unboxings, Brandy, I do say I like to see that of systems that are older that I didn't have as a kid growing up. Like when somebody unboxes a TurboGrafx 16, like you don't always know what comes with that, so it's good to see what comes with it when you're collecting it. But back to what you're saying about being fake, I think that I think you can only go so long being fake before your community calls you out on it. I would think, right? Because you're just not going to be happy.
You think people do that? You think people
I don't know.
call out
I'm
other
asking.
people?
Like I would. What do you guys think in the chat room? Would you call out a YouTuber or a content creator if you felt like they were being fake, or would you just kind of roll with it and just unsubscribe from them?
Even if some people do call them out, I feel like some of those people still continue to grow. Like, it's, I don't really know. I don't think it works like that.
Just going through the motions. Clickbait content creators creating FOMO. Yeah, Paul Barris.
Yeah.
There are clickbaity content creators. I will say, I will confess, I do it sometimes just because you're trying to draw attention to a video. I try not to do it all the time.
See, I've been accused of people saying that like a couple of my thumbnails have been clickbait, but then when they watch the video, they get why I made the thumbnail that way, and it wasn't really clickbait. So I don't really fully understand that. Like, I get one thing, if it has nothing to do with your video and you're posting the thumbnail, I understand that is clickbait. But if you really do talk about the topic or you relate it to that flashy or clickbaity title, I don't see that as clickbait.
So let's digest here. It's all Duggan Games. He says. Let me pull that back up here. He says, I think one dilemma is that viewers burn out when when creators' content chases the algorithm. But ironically, the more original organic, the less exposure the platform gives said content. Brutal catch-22. He's not wrong. You do have to watch the algorithm to an extent, but I think you and I have discussed this. We're kind of past that. Like obviously we watch what videos do good, but we're not just going to uproot our channel and twist it and go to something else just because the algorithm has caught it, right? We're going to continue doing.
Yeah. I thought I understood it, but I don't, obviously.
I don't think anybody does.
I just don't know. I thought things were going well, and then
Never enough.
I don't know.
Never enough Tech 4608 says, I stopped watching when the arrogance sets in and they act as if they're better than their audience. Ah, man, you're reading our email here. Also, when they start using the platform to benefit financially from their subscribers. Remember, we talked about that. In fact, it's funny you should say that because we're going to, next week's episode, we're gonna talk, and I floated this name over to Brandy. We're not sure if we're gonna stick with it, but to donate or not to donate, that is the question. We're gonna talk about the e-beggars, the grifters, the people that just like, what do you do in that situation? Not calling anybody out.
It's not entirely what y'all are thinking, okay? Because I didn't quite understand where we were going with this, but I'm telling you, this is going to be a great episode because we both thought of things that you guys aren't even thinking of, okay? We're pivoting from that. Sounds like something, but we're pivoting from there.
I think
you don't want to miss out.
You definitely want to bring your opinions to the table as well. Submit the videos. Jose Rangel, he says, I stopped watching when the YouTube personalities start using their platform to push their weight around on vendors and retailers. Ooh, that's another good one. How about let's talk about what about unsubscribing from the YouTuber when they make you pay to be heard. And what I mean by that is, you guys know the infatuation with super chats, right? Brandy and I both have super chats up. You'll never ever hear us say, "Oh, you guys could super chat, or you could donate, or you could." We don't do that. We both have jobs. We make good a living. I
feel weird.
If somebody wants to do that, a lot of times we take that money and we put it back into the channel, whether it goes to pay for the podcasting platform. Mm-hmm. But I say this for a reason. Like, we try to bring up as many comments as we possibly can when we're doing a show. Like, that's one thing we try to do. We don't make you pay to be heard.
People. Yeah, we're not holding people like there. I've watched some live streams where people are like, "Come on, guys, let's get to 500. If we get 500 donation, da 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 da," and the next thing you know, they're getting all this money thrown at them, and then it gets weird. It gets weird, guys. It gets weird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Like Master Games Guru says, pay me a super chat and I'll read your message. It is so dumb. Like, I don't understand. Yeah. Well, and you can't blame the creators on this one, okay? Because it's up to the audience whether they're going to pay for it or not.
True.
But, like, why? Like, why would you guys pay to have your chat heard? The whole purpose of having a chat room, in my opinion, is for Brandy and I. Like, I joke around and call it our second brain, or my second brain, because you guys bring a lot of valuable information to the podcast. It's like even though it's via chat, right? You're sitting here talking with Brandy and I. That's the way we look at it, right? So chat is very important, at least to this show. We want to make sure we see the chats, right?
I'm not going to hold people like behind something. Like, people message me on like Instagram or Facebook and I reply back. I'm not going to be like, you can only talk to me if you donate on this account or this or that. I talk to everyone. I have conversations with people. Like, I try to get like friendly. Like, I want to build friendships and relationships with people, and I don't want to be like, you can only talk to me for 10 minutes if you pay on this, and then we're in a private. It's so weird. I don't know.
It is kind of, and don't get me wrong. Like, I know there's YouTubers out there who do this for a living. Mm-hmm. They're trying to make a buck, but I think their audience knows that they're being genuine. So they're going to pay and support them, because as some of the comments here in the chat room have said, some of the YouTubers are like, they just get, fake and they make their pickup videos founding expensive games every time they go to yard sales and stuff. They know that these people aren't fake per se, so they're going to support them in any way that they can, especially if they're doing it for a living, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, not everything is fake too. Like, I know people say, "Oh," because they comment on some of my videos and they go, "There's no way you found that for that price or this or that," and like, I get there are some people that fake things and they continuously do that.
Oh, we know there's people that do that.
But you could tell, I feel like you could tell the difference. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, you either know or you don't know. It's like, obviously, like, I find crap sometimes. I find good stuff sometimes. I seem to get lucky a little bit more than not. But let's talk.
Not every time. Let's talk about that for a second. And we'll read this comment here from it's all Duggan Games. So I can tell you when I first got stating events from a viewer of my show. This was a few shows ago that I did before I was working with Brandy. And the guy reached out. I never thought he was even going to send this thing. Like, it just showed up, and like, Brandy, honestly, like, I didn't know what to do with that. I didn't know. I didn't make a video about it. Nobody's seen me do a video bragging that I had this. You know, it took me a while to even tell anybody that I had this game. I do feel like there are YouTubers out there who do get lucky and they do find something, or in my case, get something like that sent to you or whatever.
Yeah.
That does happen. There is good people out there. There are things that happen, but I also think that there is a lot of fakeness, and I also think there's a lot of people out there who do it for the clicks. They do it for, I mean, we all want views, we all want clicks. I get it, but I would rather have organic clicks and organic comments.
I agree.
Than like, what do you call it? Like gimmicky. Is that a fair way to say it? Gimmicky?
Yeah, I think so. And you know, like, I see it a lot. I see it a lot with, not to like go there, but it's like sometimes you see that female content creator. And I feel like you can generally tell a difference whether they're really into it or they're not. I hate, because I've seen this over the years, and a lot of them have already left. Like, they come and go. They will literally like hold up some sort of game, and they will be wearing something revealing or something like that, and they're taking advantage of whoever's the viewer is, you know, and you could tell that they don't know anything about that game, anything about those items, and I've seen it a lot. I guess like a while ago. I haven't seen it as recent, but I'm sure you guys know.
I've seen it in the tech industry. We've had that.
Yeah. Yep. And I see it more on Facebook now with like picture posts.
Oh yeah.
You know, things like, I see it like that now. I don't see it as much like YouTube and stuff anymore. But you know.
Let's go back to all Duggan Games. He said also in Tumultuous times, content about games should be positive and happy. Yeah, we're having some of that now, right? Turmoil. No one wants to feel more stressed or anxiety after watching a video game video than they were before. And then Zanzibar said, let me go back to his comment. I usually don't choose to stop watching, but I lose respect for liars, hate mongers. Sometimes people will slip hate into their innocent videos, and other will use videos as a front to spread hate. Yeah, you have a bunch of those guys. What is it? RXtro AF. I feel and agree with almost every comment here in the chat. That's pretty good. Low carb. Let me go up to low carb. He says, let's see here. I don't like when the YouTuber gamers talk about a specific topic like GTA 6 getting delayed, Nintendo game key cards, game pricing. Amen, brother. I am so sick of hearing all that crap. And we'll drag the video out to repeat the same thing over and over again. Yeah, past 8 minutes so they can collect revenue off of it because they know it'll hit the algorithm. I get annoyed whenever I see a post somewhere in which the streamer is complaining they're only making 5 figures a week streaming.
Oh, jeez. Who are those people? I don't know anyone. I barely even make 5 cents sometimes.
We were just joking about that.
Earlier.
We made 20 cents off of last week's show.
Yeah, I did. I might be able to buy a gumball.
You got to do this because you love it, or don't do it at all. Yeah, YouTubers that yell at their audience for nothing or name calling. Yeah, that's not cool either. Let's see here. The oldie girl.
Yep, just begging for things.
E-beggers.
Showing off.
Mystery Encoder. I heard you were taking a break. You back to stream again? Bro, I've been back for 35 weeks. Brandy and I have been doing this. I don't do any home arcade anymore or anything like that. I stay away from that. They can have all that stuff over there, my friend. I still have my home arcade stuff. I just don't do content on it. We kind of stay. Let's just all say it's Destiny FOMO.
No, I'm not.
I don't
like,
know.
saying,
I don't know her.
No, because like I feel like she does care about games and stuff too. I'm talking about there are some that they know nothing, like absolutely nothing. They really have no idea. There's several that I've seen, not her, but there's
Paul
several.
Barris has been around. I've known him from the home arcade space. He says, I get annoyed when content creators air their grievances with other YouTubers, but don't give any context. No one knows who you're referring to. Yeah, the whole like, this guy did this, and we're not going to say his name, but we're going to just gripe about it for 20 minutes and then let you guys. Now, and listen.
That sounds like what I just did.
No, we're not doing.
I wasn't naming names, but I was airing grievances.
Only because we've seen it. And some of these YouTubers that we're talking about probably don't even exist anymore. But I do
have receipts. Okay, I do keep all my receipts. Let me tell you, if people wrong me, I have proof. I have screenshots on my phone. I have proof where people have lied, wronged me. I have clips. I have the proof. I'm just a better person where I'm not going to air all my dirty laundry stuff like that out in the open. I'm not going to call names for views.
No, it's not worth
all that. But like when I say something, I do have the proof to back it up, okay?
So
and I'm just sharing and letting you guys know because I know I'm not the only one who sees certain things.
So JJ, does that really get on your nerves? YouTubers whose videos that are not on a schedule, or are you talking about live stream videos? Because I mean, sometimes we get busy. Like mine aren't on a regular schedule. If I do it every week, if I'm putting a video out every week, it's on a different day every week because I'm trying to see which one gets the most attention from people. I mean, that's what I want, right? If I'm putting the time and effort into a video, mine aren't really on a schedule per se. When I was doing it once a week, now I've pulled back. It's been once every 2 to 3 weeks, but I need to get back into it. We all look good on TV, I think he's saying. He must be watching us on TV. Pretty cool. Thanks, X-Men.
Oh, perfect. Appreciate that.
All right. This guy says Crash. He says I'm new. Pretty cool, man. Yeah, I know what Paul's talking about. We've been dealing. Yeah, he's been around. He's been watching my show since the Retro Buzz days.
Okay.
And kind of what listen. I'll be one. I'll even put myself front and center so Brandy doesn't get the hit for this. But like, I can honestly say, like, the home arcade space is the biggest cesspool of drama I have ever seen in my life. Like, content creators in that space fighting over breadcrumbs. It's like a company comes out with a new arcade and they're all like stabbing each other in the back to try to get their content out first. That was one of the reasons I left that space. Like, I don't need that crap. Like, these guys get so bad, Brandy, that if one guy gets a review unit of something, they're contacting the review company and saying, I wouldn't be sending it to him. This guy's this, and this. And they drag the content creator's name to the mud. I've got receipts of that stuff too, where people have done
childish drama, and you've shared some of it with me.
It is, and that's
fair. And I've seen some of it.
I've unsubscribed.
What you're saying,
and I've blocked those people. They don't exist to me anymore. And I'm happy here. We've got a great community on both channels here. I don't want any of that. I'm happier this way.
Yeah, a lot of people are mentioning all those drama channels, and of course, people love drama. They love the views, but I just refuse to go down that path. It's like the quick, easy hit for some views. Like, it's like people just think it's so. They're just chasing the views or chasing the money. It's not good. It's not good stuff. I like to, what everyone else was saying, we want to promote like positive stuff. Yeah, we have real talk at times. But the main thing is we're trying to bring people together. We're
trying to bring awareness.
Positive. Yeah, bring awareness to it. We're trying to be real, but it's not always negative. We always flip things, into exactly him who he mentioned.
Yeah, I've never seen that guy. That heckin' Steve.
Not good.
Okay. So it's
yeah. This is okay, so maybe I will single someone out. If he is watching or listening. this is the problem that I have with that. If you're going to be negative and critique someone, you critique their behavior. You do not critique their appearance.
Yeah.
You don't critique their faults. You don't critique things like that they cannot change. He is guilty of that, and I will say that. He does. He literally critiques people, and I understand that. He does not like resellers. He does not like that behavior. But you don't have to bring in someone's appearance, the way they look, the way their teeth are, the way their face is.
Yep.
You don't do that, and you don't do those low blows to someone and critique their behavior. You don't do that.
Yeah, and
so I will stand firmly because I have commented that stuff.
And so that's I guess that's what we're saying. Like a lot of times I go through YouTube. I have a very small list of YouTube channels I watch, as I'm sure you guys have a very small list. But I guess we're building a foundation here for the Game Masters, because what do you look for in a channel when you want to subscribe to it to learn more about the gaming content? That's the next side of this, right? That's the next part. We're going to transition here off of the things we hate. Now, let's kind of move a little bit into the things that we like. What do you like? What draws you to a channel to say, like, whether it's gaming, whatever your niche is, if you're into computer gaming, PC gaming, whatever, it doesn't matter. What draws you to that creator? Because believe it or not, this is the type of stuff that we need to hear so we can better ourselves as content creators to bring that content to you guys. But also, I mean, we've just decided on this podcast that, like, we're just going to talk about the stuff that nobody wants to talk about in the video game space. That's what we're going to do. Period. Right?
Yeah, so let us know. I know we're going into a whole thing on going back and forth, but what do you guys like about the channels? You know, is it the content that they're talking about? Is it the person that's on there? Do you like how, like, the connections and stuff, like the same interest? Do you like necessarily that content creator themselves with every video that they talk about? Do you hone in on the things that you like? That's, you know, I kind of want to know what you guys are always looking for.
Paul Barris' personality draws you in. Some content creators get much better over time. 100%, man. If I go back 20 years ago and look at my videos, I cringe every time I watch them. So,
I cringe from like last week sometimes. No, no, the earlier stuff I do, like I'm stuttering on my name. I'm like embarrassed, or I'm shy, or like I'm afraid to say how I really feel, or I cut out the real excitement. Like I thought it was weird, so I cut out the part where I was really excited. And then I just show the teacher mood. Like I go, and today we're talking about this item right here. When all week I was like, wow, look at this item. I'm so happy. It's so great. And then the second you get behind that camera, you're like, and on today's episode, we're talking about this. And it's like, why do you get into teacher mode? Why do you get into that monotone voice? Why? So I can understand that, because I've seen some personal growth with myself. I do feel more comfortable. I do laugh. And then when we're in person, we cut up, carry on. We are having a blast. And it's like our real, true personalities come out. And I wish people could see that.
That was
all the time.
I honestly think that was one of our best Game Master episodes, was when you and I were live from CGC on the stage. I wish more people got to see that, because more and more people came and sat down. It was the last of the show. It was the last event of the show. If they would have put us on prime time, I really think we would have drew in a lot of people, because
I agree.
We were at each, like it was a toss between a gaming news episode and us cutting into, like, we were having fun with the audience. We were getting the audience involved. And so
engaging.
It's hard to do that when you're trapped behind a camera like this and you're producing and stuff. I see a lot of comments here. I'm trying to pull them up, guys, as quick as possible here. Some people saying, like, coverage of events, you know, going down different rabbit holes of collecting. These are things that we definitely, you know, these are things we want to try to do on this podcast. We want to take some of these these ideas that you have, but we also want to talk through it because the more awareness that, some of these new content creators, they don't know what a grifter is. They don't know what we're talking about sometimes. And I think if you make people aware of how behavior starved some of these people are, you can actually prevent supporting them. And we can actually kind of get away from some of this stuff. And listen, we don't have to be your favorite YouTubers. I mean, that wasn't the whole premise of like this question. Yeah, I mean, I have favorite YouTubers as well. So I mean, we have those things. Paul Barris here, he hits the nail on the head because this is what I brought up, Brandy, in my short. The wash, rinse, and repeat content gets tiresome. I'm 100% with him, and that's why I'm not just doing videos just to do videos. It's like, it shows like the extreme home makeover got boring over time. He's 100% right. Richadello is here. That
hey,
knows
late to
what's
the party.
Going on. Let's see here. Sup, Brooklyn Energy. So that's another thing. I think, Brandy, for a YouTuber to be good, they got to bring the energy, and not like a fake energy, but a genuine energy where you can see like they're super excited about what they're talking about. Like, if you guys go back and watch, not to toot my own horn, but when I first got the Neo Geo CD, dude, I was genuinely pumped because I never thought I'd have that system. That and the TurboGrafx Express handheld. Like, I was so pumped to get that. Oh, it kind of gives me goosebumps just thinking about that because no, I mean, that stuff is so expensive, and I think if I ever get a Neo Geo, AES or Envious, I think that would be a high energy video that I would do because I would 100% do a video. Low Carb says, what draws me to a creator is when they actually know about video games, talking about their past memories with old retro games or favorite gaming characters, villains, etc.
I definitely agree. So it's like me and you, like, we've played games back in the day. There are some people who, like, I'm not going to say I've played every single game that I own because I don't. But I will say that I do have these real experiences. Like, back in the day when I got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas, or back in the day when I played the NES with my cousins, or when we played the Sega Saturn. You're talking about systems that you've always wanted. There's expensive consoles, expensive systems, and it's like we have those memories. We've had those first-hand experiences of growing up in the gaming space. So, I appreciate people like that who kind of know what I'm talking about and who have like those same interests too.
Yeah, and what CC Games here is saying, he's like, I like real gamers. There are some posers out there. You know what? I said it in my little short that I did. I said that I was the last couple of weeks. I've been busy. I haven't played a game. I shouldn't say that. I've played some Fortnite, but I mean like a game that's not Fortnite. I don't want to. I don't always want to just sit there and go, okay, I got to create content on this game. Like, I want to actually play the game. Like, I actually play my games. Unlike, as CC Games has said eloquently, there's some posers out there. Like, there are people out there that just want shelf. Is that what they call it? Shelf candy? Shelf. Where they could stack it up behind them in videos, and that's about it. Like, they accused a lot of YouTubers with that, with the home arcade.
Yeah, like I get a lot of us do have, like, I am guilty. Like, I do have a lot of shelves of things, like, especially with like the toys. Am I playing with all these
but
toys?
You have a massive collection.
No.
There's a difference in that.
But it's like, am I appreciative and am I educating and am I trying to do the research and share these rare items or some prototypes and share things? Yes. Am I hoarding everything and bragging about it and reselling it? No. It's like, I feel like there's different things and, people get caught into different things. If you're a gamer, you're a collector, you're a reseller, people put us in all these different categories. But it's like, I think at the end of the day, you have to be prideful in it and you have to appreciate it.
I did order the Virtual Boy. When's that supposed to ship? I did pre-order that like a month and a half ago. That I'm genuinely excited about because I don't have an original virtual voice, so I am very excited about that.
I'm kind of curious how it is too. I mean, I don't think I ordered it.
Let's see here. I tune out when certain creators, certain channels rehash the same content over and over. Starting to see a lot of that with game hall channels and topics. You know, it's funny you say that. Owaz might have some insight into that because I kind of agree with it. Before we get to those videos, we have a few videos from that were sent in by you guys, the community. I want to throw a curveball here in our topic and discussion. Has there ever been a content creator, YouTuber, however you want to phrase it, that caused you to leave a hobby? No matter if it's gaming, no matter if it's whatever it is that you follow that your hobby is. Have you ever had a YouTuber ruin it for you, or a content creator that you're like, I don't want nothing to do with this XYZ community, like I did with the home arcade? I've had other YouTubers ruin it for me that I want nothing to do with that space. I own my home arcades. I keep it to myself. I play them. My kids play them. Their friends come over and play them. We have an awesome time. But I will never, ever create content in that space again. Have you ever had that happen, Brandy?
I've been extremely frustrated. You know, you obviously know some more than some other people and behind the scenes things.
Mm-hmm.
If I let people literally control and all that, and if I took every single negative incident that I had with these people, these YouTubers, these content creators, and I wasn't here, then I essentially, like, in your situation was like different because you're still doing gaming per se.
And no, I didn't pre-order the Wonderland. That's garbage.
Yours is different, so I'm not trying to attack you. But if I let every negative experience I had in the gaming space push me out, then all those people would have won because this is something that I enjoy and I like. And mine's a little bit different. Like you know my behind the scenes with the other channel that I was, you know, trying to go into a partnership with and some other things. It's like I couldn't let those people push me out completely because I've enjoyed this so far that I'm not going to, because there's nothing for me to pivot to. Like it's different.
So Mystery Encoder, he says he's offended because I called the
garbage.
Yeah, because it's not a real pinball. It's not going to work like a real pinball because of the size of the pinball that's on there. Like, there's a reason it is. Listen, if it works for you, man. But Wonderland Amusements haven't overwhelmed me. Where like, yay, this looks awesome. I think it's really cheaply built from what I've seen. The whole home arcade thing is just. It's out of reach right now. Back when it was $200 to $250, even $300, that's what made home arcade great. Yeah, you didn't have 100% arcade accurate machines, but at the end of the day, the games were still fun. We had a lot of good times playing them. Now it's just out of the reach for most people. You're getting into the $1,000 range. Well, at that price point, you can go buy used real arcades for that price, right? So that's all I'm going to say on that. I just if I unsub if someone gets sarcastic when replying to my comments. Paul Bear says, I haven't left the hobby, but I stopped some YouTubers because they turned me off. I have stopped. Oh, maybe he means unsubscribed.
Probably.
Master Games Guru, I'm not leaving. They can leave more games for me.
Yeah.
As a content creator, for me to leave was a choice to go somewhere else not as toxic. Like, I still have the stuff and I play with it. I'll buy it if it's something that I want. I'm just not doing content on it. That's what I mean by. But I also know some people that have quit the hobby. A guy that was going to do a show with, they quit because of this stuff.
It just gets too toxic, too much drama, and some people. And that's the thing that I tell people. People always ask, "Oh, should I make content? Should I do that?" Here's a question you have to ask yourself: can you deal with the negative comments?
We got to say
that's something.
We'll come back to that, but we got to say happy birthday to Insane D Gamer is next Saturday, February 7th.
Yes.
Let's celebrate all weekend. So happy birthday, Insane D Gamer. I see a lot of the guys.
That'll be fun. A nice little. It's probably not snowed in where you're at, but definitely.
The trolls are hot and heavy today. They're in the chat room. I love it.
I know.
They think people are actually paying attention to them. We'll give them their 5 seconds of fame and move on. Alice in Wonderland Pinball. No, it's not Alice in Wonderland. It's made by Wonderland Amusements. If you want to Google that, Crime Fighter, you could take a look at it. Let me see here. Rich Knuckles got out of the Kong offs because the DK community was too. Yeah, Richie Knuckles. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, these guys.
It's unfortunate when that stuff happens.
It
really is.
Daryl, the Pigs 18. Just keep an eye on him. I mean, we don't necessarily need to get the band hammer going just yet. Just keep an eye on him. I mean, I'm not trying to censor anybody. Like, people can say what they, because somebody earlier was calling me a grifter. I thought that was funny. I've never asked for money ever on this platform.
But people were calling them out in the chat.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Yeah, we're not paying attention to all that. It's not letting it get to us. And I kind of like for people to see it, because then if they go over to their channel and start harassing them, I want people to see it. I don't want to just completely censor everyone.
They're bringing up a lot of subjects about being political. Mm-hmm. As a YouTuber, as a content creator, I think political beliefs or political ideas, that should just be a personal thing. It shouldn't be something like we all get away from the politics and the nonsense that we see on TV to come here and enjoy ourselves. Like, like we that's what we do.
No, I mean, I agree too. Like, it's like a lot of people use their hobbies to escape reality. Like, let's face it, life is tough out there. There's a lot of hate. You turn on the news, you turn on this, you look outside your house, you see crime, you see this, you see that. You don't want to think about that every 2 seconds. Your mind needs a mental break. So you want to turn on your favorite gaming YouTuber. You want to play some video games. You want to watch some movies. You want to watch TV. You want to check in on the Game Masters podcast, and you want to come in here and chat. We're not talking politics. We're not getting into things, We just want to pretty much just bring everyone together, have a positive, space for everyone. The negative comments, they're not needed. But we also want to talk real with you guys, too. We want to be a little lighthearted, but we also want to get a little serious at times. But we're not bringing all that craziness of the world into it. We're just talking about our experiences, and we're talking about games and different fun things like that maybe you guys might enjoy.
And listen, I mean, if you're sitting here watching, you don't like me, that's okay. I understand, you're allowed to do it. But there's a way to be like constructive criticism, right? Where, it's one thing, like if you're like, oh, he did this or he did that, and you call me out for something that I did.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But, just to like some of the stuff that we see in the chat rooms, it's just kind of like, okay, that's just little immature kids. It's fine.
Exactly.
But like you got a Rexer. I see, hey Rexer, welcome to the show. I see him in here. Rexer takes a lot of heat because Rexer is the type of guy who calls it the way he sees it. And a lot of people go after him, and 99.9% of the time he's right. And the content that he brings is kind of like that shock jock, content where people take it as he's hating on everybody or he's hating on this person. I don't know, if you go watch his content, I don't feel like he's hating on anybody. I feel like he's just like, look, this is what's happening. This is the truth. I have the receipts to show you.
Yeah.
If you don't want to believe it, that's fine. But right here it is. This is the receipts, and you decide what you want with the information that you have.
Mm-hmm.
he'll tell you he's not for everybody, and I think there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are not for everybody. I may not be for everybody. Brandy, you may not be for everybody.
Yeah, apparently not.
But we're okay with that, right?
Some of the people in the chat, they apparently don't like us, but yet they're watching our Game Masters podcast. They're commenting on your side. They're commenting on mine. They're hating on us. I mean, it is what it is. We're just all here to share what we're going through.
I like this comment. Yeah, I have a trouble watching anyone who doesn't store their collection in a bathtub. I'm 100%. I'm with you.
That's perfect. That's the comment of the night right there. Bathtub games. You
Millennium
store
Collector
stuff in the bathtub.
Millennium Collector Ohio says, I stop watching when they take games and systems on donation for a museum, then never open said museum. You know, that kind of goes along with the topic that we're going to talk about next week. So you definitely don't want to miss that one. To donate or not to donate? That is the question. I had Richie on my podcast, and we did cover that, Crime Fighter. Okay. It's really hard to open a museum. I'm sure it is. We've seen this too. Some gamers posting political content or political responses. Yeah, your biggest haters are your biggest fans. Did you guys talk about Hancock yet? We haven't really called anybody out on. I haven't really read or seen anything about John. I guess I need to go watch some videos. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play. What if the collection
shake
is
it
cardboard
off.
boxes?
Shake it off.
I don't know. Do you have cardboard boxes in the tub?
I do.
Pat the NES punk. I've never met him either. What we're going to do right now, we're going to transition. We're going to let you guys hear from the community some of their thoughts when they should when they want to unsubscribe. Keep comments going. I'll still pull them up over the video as we check this out.
What are your thoughts?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you.
Hey, it's Daryl again. Hey, normally sometimes I stop watching YouTubers when they no longer fit my hobbies or they stop collecting retro, as you would say. For me, one in specifically, one is personal. I ended up stopping and liking their channel over the years, mainly because the mask came off his face and he started to act a little bit more weirder and trying to take advantage of some people in the community. I'm not going to give names. Let me say he does it a certain way. So with all this and the way everything else was going, I sort of stopped listening to him and stopped unsubscribed to his channel. I wish him nothing but the best, but it's not going to be at my table and probably a few other people's tables along with me. You know, sometimes, you know, as you go on and you progress on in collecting or your hobbies and interests change, that changes too. What you watch and what you do. Sometimes it's nothing personal, but sometimes it becomes that way in this scene because people change or people get into it for the wrong reasons. This is Daryl Best signing off. Have a good one.
Hey there, Game Masters. So, when do you stop watching someone, I guess you should say a content creator? I think we're focusing more so on YouTube. I mean, the biggest thing is when you start to lose interest in the content that that creator is making, and sometimes even maybe the creator themselves, if they start doing something different, the formula that you liked, whether you realize it or not, you know, they've changed something and, you know, it's just like, just doesn't sit with you anymore. Or the type of videos they make, you don't care for anymore. One thing that really stands out for me is pickups. Like if a channel is really heavy on pickups, if I followed them 4 or 5 years ago, I don't go back. I got tired of seeing pickup videos. There just doesn't seem to be anything all that engaging or interesting for me in pickups. I mean, I watch some video games monthly unboxings, but that's generally more to support the people that are doing them. And there's only 2, 3, give or take one, maybe, that I still do that. And there's times I just don't even want to watch them. But it's just a matter of your taste. Your taste changes over time, and the way someone presents the information and stuff you may have used to like, and you might not like it now. And I'm gonna name drop Metal Jesus Rocks. I used to really enjoy his videos. I think particularly because he's one of the few content creators that talks about PC games and big box collecting. I don't collect big boxes, but I've been a PC gamer, almost I guess pretty longer than I've been a console gamer, because it started out on the Commodore 64. But like the stuff that he was making years ago, just was like I just didn't have any interest in it anymore. How he presented it, how he, all that. And I went and I watched 3 videos, and like I couldn't make it through all of the videos. I was jumping around. I was like, all right, yeah, I don't want to keep watching this. I'll go watch something else that I enjoy more. And so some of it's the delivery, and there's multiple things, but sometimes you just something that used to click doesn't click anymore, and so you move on. But I hope everyone is staying warm. We're getting some rain here. Kind of tough to see through the windshield, but getting nice. But everyone's staying warm, staying dry, staying safe, and work on mastering those games, especially on the Master System. 40th anniversary this year.
This week's question is, when does a gaming YouTuber become irrelevant to me? First and foremost, when they are not really passionate about the topic, but they're just trying to use the topic of gaming to grow a channel to be an influencer. That's easy to spot. We've all seen it. I tune those people out pretty quick. I want to hear people talk about what they love. Also, I don't care if you've got 2 followers or 2 million followers. I'm going to follow you if you're genuine, passionate, and you talk about a subject that I also enjoy. What turns me off is if people start speaking against other channels, claiming that the other channels have more viewers or more contacts in the industry for whatever reason. They start kind of, as my daddy would say, poor mouthing what they can accomplish because they're not as big as the other ones. They start talking what I used to grow up hearing in sour grapes. I don't want to hear the negativity. To me, that's just negative. You want to make a good YouTube channel, you be you, and you don't worry about anybody else. And, if enough people like you, you'll do well. So I don't like the jealousy, the sour grapes, the drama. And don't tell me what you can't do. I want to hear you talk about what you can do. I'd rather hear somebody talk, 15 minutes on something they're very passionate about that they do have than to hear them talk 3 minutes about why they can't come out with a review on the latest game or product. That just doesn't do anything for me. And then I have an F-bomb count. We all have our tolerances. Everybody is different. Somebody exceeds the F-bomb limit. For me, I just stop watching them. Usually I can take a few, but when you hit the limit, I'm done. But that's just me. Hey, thanks.
I wonder if I was able to participate in this topic. YouTubers becoming irrelevant to me, or why I stop even watching them. And in my particular case, I just changed the focus of what I covered. I used to have wrestling content on my YouTube channel. I switched over to replays of the Crony Cave podcast. I primarily stream them all on Twitch and Facebook first. But simplest explanation as to why YouTubers become irrelevant is they stop creating content. There's so much content to consume out there. Not just YouTube. There's Facebook, there's Twitch, there's Kick, there's Rumble. So many content creators fighting for attention. There's only so many hours in a day, and I have to watch a time and a quarter or time and a half to get through more of them. And maybe the subject matter doesn't always interest me. For example, Tony Guru, YouTube channel LUS, covered the Billy Mitchell Card Jobs case extensively. And the outcome, when the judgment was rendered, kind of made things a little bit understandable because he's a former practicing lawyer, then became a practicing lawyer again to deal with copyright nonsense on YouTube. When he moved on to other things like Sam Piker, Ethan Klein, Logan Paul, legal trouble, the legal wranglings they're in, didn't quite interest me as much. Not that I am not looking at his channel once in a while to see if there's anything interesting that will that's in my wheelhouse. But simply, the YouTube algorithm changes on a weekly basis or daily basis. You may look at one particular channel, watch one of their videos, the algorithm offers more of them for a time, then something else might take the attention. And then you stop getting offered videos from that channel unless you're subscribed to it. Randy and Steven will have to deal with the algorithm at some point to keep viewers on the Game Masters and the Tech Buzz and the Gamer Aimer channel. Because eventually, YouTube is not going to offer their content as much for whatever reason. It's a constant battle. As simple as that. And follow me. The Crime Cave podcast I stream on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Twitch, bit.ly/CrimeyCade, or you can follow me on Facebook /CrimeyCade. I have interesting guests every week. I'll see you then. Have a good night.
Yeah, that's we're getting fired up with some of you guys in the chat room. You guys have been going back. What good feedback. A lot of you guys have a lot of great information. I
was ready to go too. You guys are getting me all fired up.
She was ready to go, and so during that time, since we already watched the videos, and like I said, I agree with Daryl and Owaz and Ted. Thank you, Ted, for your kind words as well. Yes. And always great to hear Steve and Lucas go off. It's always a fun time. But so Brandy filled me in a little bit about what's going on with John Hancock, and we want to talk about that next week as part of our to donate or not to donate, because I think you guys would be surprised at our opinions on this and our deduction. So you definitely want to tune in for next week as well. It's another hot topic that everybody's going to be
talk about. It's not just him. Like, we have so much to talk about when it comes to that, because you guys let us know what's going on out there too. Like, people comment on my videos and they go, "Hey, have you heard?" I get these messages, "Hey, have you heard?" So then I go down these like little rabbit holes and I start watching videos and I start, listening to this stuff, and I watch other people talk about people and this and that, and I just go down this whole path, and y'all got me all fired up. Here we go. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I think it'll be a great topic next week, because
we just want to put another perspective out there, because we think there's a lot of people out there that are missing something from their opinion of what's going on. Just to keep in mind, though, John Hancock is a friend of ours. We've been friends with John, and if it gets back to John at some point, watch it. I don't think John would disagree with what we're going to say next week with that. So I know a lot of you guys are bringing up Mort. I don't know, Brandy. Mort's a great guy. I've never met him in person, but from what I've seen and what people have said, he's a really good guy. I just can't get into his content. It reminds me of like watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood when I was a kid, and it was fine when I was a kid. but his video quality and everything is off the chart. Like, I mean, he's really good. Like, I respect that and I appreciate that. Again, there's nothing against him, and I'm sure he'd be the same way. Like, yeah, man, just like my stuff, it probably wouldn't suit him, and that's fine. You have content creators. John Hancock, I watch some of his videos. I'm just not. Again, it's just his style. I'm just not into it. Does that mean I think John is not a good content creator? No, it's just not my taste, right?
Yeah, I mean, people could do all the flashy stuff. It could be perfect for 99% of the people, but sometimes there are just people that, you just something changes, or you just, like us. Like, there's people I'm sure that don't watch my content anymore, or they will never watch my content, or they don't like videos that I've done, and that's totally okay. I completely understand that. I respect that.
I like Neo Ness. He's one that I find very entertaining, especially when he does a lot of his. I see X-Men X-Men House of Training. I am a big fan of Neo Ness. I watch, his videos, especially with the split personality. It's fantastic. So that's what I'm saying. There's certain things that I look for in a channel, and it's that relating to the host. Not to mention, I got to hang out with Ness in Pittsburgh last year. We had a blast. We were giving him crap the whole time, like with his tattoo. It made for great content for him to have a video documenting his first tattoo, and it was a lot of fun just to hang out and get to experience that with him. So you're going to relate to the guys here from PNX World. You introduced me to them. I watch their videos. I got to get better at commenting. I always want people to comment on my stuff, but I don't always comment on other people's videos, and I apologize for that. I'll like them to help them out. But I
do that too. It'll like autoplay to like the next thing, and then I'm like, oh, I can't comment now.
Yeah, and so
it happens to me.
I got to get better at that, and that's just like CC Games CEO. I don't watch it because he doesn't do video. I listen to his podcast anytime it pops up. So I try, and I got to be more of a commenter on that. And Johnny Graphics says I enjoy watching creators I know too. It adds another layer to it. 100% does. I think as you get to know these people, right? You build relationships with them, and you can't watch everything, but you do your best to try to help people out. Like in the evenings, Brandy, I'll catch up on your videos if there's new ones. I sit and lay in bed and watch videos while my wife's finishing up cleaning up downstairs, getting the stuff ready for her lunch and with the kids. But Paul Barris is 100% right. People's interests change over time, and the stage of their life they're in change too, and it can affect their viewing habits. Exactly. Like I'm doing two things right now. I'm doing the outdoors and I'm doing gaming. That's okay. I can have two hobbies. I'm all right with that. I'm trying to see.
I know, I'm keeping up on some of the chat.
I know. I'm trying to keep it up because the chat is flying between the two chats together.
Yeah, it's going in a little quicker. I agree. I do watch on like 2 times the speed for a lot of people. I've trained my ear to be able to pick up on it. If something is like extremely like eye-catching or something, I will pause and change the speed to a little bit slower so that I can, really engage in it. But a lot of the times I'll just watch everything on like 2 times the speed, and I just kind of plow through them. I'm still enjoying them. I understand every word that's being said. I actually prefer listening to my own videos on 2 times the speed.
So
because I don't know why.
Actually, yours
so
4 times. 4 times the speed. No.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know why. Like, I talk at a slower rate or something, but I don't. On 2 times the speed or 1.5, that's really the way to listen to my content, and you can get through more of it, and yeah, it makes it more bearable.
Let me bring this up here. Love the Game Chasers. I'll tell you what, the Game Chasers I was addicted to. Obviously, before Billy passed, I was watching it for the last 3 or 4 years. I personally wanted to shoot video. Like I'm a video guy, obviously. That's what drew me into the Game Chasers because they're all amateurs, and they made it look good, and they did really good documentary style. They had a lot of, mishaps. But Brandy knows that was one of the things that I wanted to kind of do here in the gaming space to make better video, and things that we were talking about doing at conventions and things like that, if we're given the opportunity to take it to the next level. And that is something that we've kind of seen, doing it. What, Ness, you need to get better at releasing content? What, you mean, you busy? You got family and stuff? I mean, come on.
Don't you know that all YouTubers just have nothing else going on, and they only live to make content? Right?
Yeah. Game Chasers and Pixel Game Squad. Yeah, Riff's content, he is a great editor.
Yes.
So that was something I've wanted to do, not necessarily in game hunting, right? I want to have that kind of experience in gaming, kind of like a cross between Game Chasers and Big Brother. Does that make sense? Like that. I just need more people to run cameras for me here.
Yeah.
And we could do something like that. But we wanted to kind of bring that to a convention. There's some different ideas we have. So, yeah. But I don't want to keep everybody here. We had an awesome show here. If you just tuned in, definitely want to go back and watch the beginning of it here. You guys have been awesome in the chat room, keeping your comments flowing. And I want to let you guys know that when Brandy puts out the thumbnail for the all call, I guess we can call it an all call, right? Where you put it out to get those videos. Get your videos sent in. I don't care if we have 4, 5, 6. I don't care if we have 10 videos. We'll make room for it.
Yep. Whatever you guys have to say about the topic. Try to keep it about the topic.
Yes, get your videos in. Think of it next week. What do you guys think about content creators who ask for donations? Do you want to donate? Or when they use it as a bargaining chip so that your comments are shown? Or think about anything else that they do. Now, I get it. Again, some of these guys are doing this full time, but really, how does it make you feel? Let us know in a video. We'll share it next week. The only thing I ask is if you're going to call somebody out, do it tactfully. That's the only thing I ask. Just try to be mature about it. And you have that right. We're not going to censor it. If you're calling somebody out, we're not going to censor it. Yeah. Doesn't mean we agree with your statement, but we're not going to censor it. So we won't.
Whatever you guys have to say, you let us know. But once again, try to keep it a little bit more on the respectful side. We don't need to be going a little off the chart, making fun of how people look and things like that, So definitely let us know on that topic, and think broader too. Don't just narrow it on one person. We're going across the board. We have a lot to talk about. We were kind of talking in between some of the videos, got us all fired up, and we're already ready for next week, guys. We are ready.
Absolutely. All right, Brandy, what do you got coming up this week at all? Do you know?
I did go out to a couple game stores in Pennsylvania. So I posted one of the videos. I have another video I'm working on, and I did get some toys. Actually in here. Can't even see. It's so green. It's all green. I did change some things up over here because I bought some more stuff. And I went crazy on some of the Simpsons stuff, so I have tons of stuff for Christmas next year. I went crazy, guys. So, plenty of stuff coming. We'll have to get some review stuff together. I've been working on a little bit of here and there and other things in the game room, and yeah, just going a little crazy here.
CC Games wants to know when your next convention is.
I don't know. We're working on it. We do have a couple. I think so far I have 2, potentially. We're still talking some things out. I wish I could have went to the one that's coming up this weekend. I would have loved to go out to that one. It's just some things weren't lining up for me. I was a little nervous, but I did fix something, and where I don't have to worry about travel and stuff. Like I'm taking care of some things behind the scenes out here. So, yeah.
Yeah, but as soon as we get a list, guys, of what conventions we're going to be at, we'll let you guys know, because we're going to try to do more conventions this year that we can be at together and do a full like Game Masters breakdown and such. Kind of shifting things a little bit, so when we're live, it's Game Masters and we're talking to different people. So, we've got a few conventions that have been interested in us, and we just got to work out some finer details, and then we'll definitely let you guys know. But it's looking like maybe the first one is going to be Korgs in June. That's at least one. It looks like that might be happening. So
yeah,
we can at least say that one is probably one that we'll see you guys. But there's a few toward the end of the year that will.
Yeah, we're trying to iron some things out. We just, we always have to like make sure that all things align with families, jobs, life,
expenses,
things like that. So I'd love to go to all of them. I know you're in here. I definitely want to get out to California at some point. I will let you know when I'm going out that way, because I'd love to meet some of you guys and all that stuff.
We'd love to go to Midwest Gaming Classic. I'd love to do that one.
I almost went the one year, and then my HVAC went up, and I had to. It was either 99 degrees at my house or go to Midwest, and I chose to be responsible and have air conditioning.
So CC Games, whichever one you're at, that I end up seeing you at, Brandy has already instructed me that I need to get the Captain N display piece that you have, because I don't really have the wall space, but she's like, you can make room. It is pretty killer, the 3D, so hopefully you'll have one of those when I get to see you, because I definitely will be picking one of them up for somewhere here on the wall for my game room.
Or bathtub.
I could always put it in the bathroom.
Just store it in your bathroom.
So,
that's what I do.
Guys that don't know, CC Games CEO, he not only has a game store, but you'll see him at conventions with the best 3D printed stuff. Like, you've seen my Mega Man, you've seen my giant Mario, my little Marios that are 3D printed that are in my videos. He's the guy that makes them. So, make sure you guys check him out. Any of the 3D printed stuff that you've seen in my videos, the chain, I think you've got one of them too, the chains with the Nintendo seal.
Yep, I love that. He's made them. Really cool.
So if you're looking for one of them, you've seen it in our videos, and you're like, dude, I want one of those. He's your guy. Bookmark him. Go find him on YouTube. Hit him up on Facebook. Whatever you need to do. Find out where he's going to be, and get in touch with him. But all right, guys, we've been going on long enough. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, a little bit longer, guys. I don't know if I'll have a video this week or not. I'm thinking I might. I'm feeling kind of froggy here, Brandy. Maybe when I say this week, I'm talking about early next week. It'll be released. I've got some things in the works that
we'll have to work on that.
Yeah. Because again, I want to make sure that the video is meaningful, and I do it. But at least you get the podcast, and we are every week. So remember, next week, 9 p.m. start, not 7 p.m. or 8. What time do we normally say? 8? Not 8 p.m. No. It's an hour later.
It's that old man brain. He is already forgetful.
No, wait a second. I usually start getting set up for the show around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So
I know.
Okay, so 9 o'clock Eastern time. So that way because Stephen Lucas is on Thursday night, so I don't want to interfere with him. But keeping it on Wednesday night, we'll go an hour later. We'll go from 9 to 10. We'll get you guys out of here at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So.
All right. We're good now.
Are we good now?
We're good.
We're good. All right, guys. We will see you next week. We appreciate it. Get those videos in.
Yes.
See you next week.
Let us.
Oh, that was a good show. That was a long show. What are you doing here? The show's over. What are you doing? Go away. What are you doing? Do you see this? Look.
What are you doing in there?
Why are you here? The show is over. Go home.
Go away.
Get lost.
Oh my gosh. our house?
Yeah, go away.
Wonder how much more I can actually fit into this shower here. I feel like I have plenty of room to go ahead and put more stuff. Wait, why are you guys here? You guys aren't supposed to see this. I'm not doing anything in here. This isn't storage. You guys need to get out of here. Go. Go home. Go. Get out of here. Stop watching. You don't need to see anything in here.